What y'all just seen is what happened this past weekend at UFC 300. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for clicking on this video today. If y'all are new to the channel, like the content, please make sure to like and subscribe like always. It'd be very much appreciated. But today, we got to talk about the big, huge, historical event that happened this past weekend, which is UFC 300. Where should I even start? I mean, we could talk about before the fight even happened or the event happened, the backlash it was getting, because for a little bit, people didn't know who the main event was going to be. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of speculation going around talking about different people, right? And I made my prediction thinking that Conor McGregor was going to be in the main event, right? It would have been perfect. It didn't happen, though. He was too busy making a damn movie. But we finally got who it was, and it was going to be Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill. And a lot of people were saying, no, this is not 300 worthy. This is not 300 main card worthy. That's what people were saying. Let's go ahead and talk about the prelims. We had great fighters in the prelims, too. Jose Aldo was fighting. Cody was fighting. Aljamain Sterling was in the prelims. Yuri was in the prelims. Like, great fights, right? We also had the newcomer, Harrison fighting too. Holly Holm was fighting as well. So it was good fights, you know what I'm saying? But the main card just looked pretty stacked. Of course, people are still complaining about the main card or the main event being Alex Pereira and Jamahal Hill, you know what I'm saying? But it did live up to the hype, I think it did, honestly. But we're going to go through just the main card and talk about every fight, you know what I mean? And just talk about my reaction to what I thought and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. First fight we had was Bo Nickal going against Cody Brundage, bro. And first of all, a lot of people, I didn't even notice either. Like, when I first saw the fight, I was like, okay, this is a good, starter of a fight, you know what I mean? Bo Nickal's pretty good fighter. So was Cody Brundage, right? But I didn't know there was like a lot of backlash on that too, because people were saying like, why is Bo Nickal on the main card and you have Aljamain Sterling and Yuri fighting in the prelims? And that made me think like, that is kind of true, you know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't really see much into it, but like people were kind of complaining about it. But yeah, the fight was pretty good. My prediction before the fights happened, where I thought Bo Nickal was gonna win, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I mean? He did what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And he got the W. And then we had the fight that broke my heart. Well, not really broke my heart. We had Charles versus Arman. If y'all don't know, Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter in the UFC. You know what I mean? Just what he's done in the UFC is ridiculous. The people he's fought, his resume is ridiculous. I can go on about him, but yeah, obviously I was rooting for him. But I didn't really know much about Arman. I just knew he was a good wrestler, you know what I mean? And that's exactly what he came to do, you know what I'm saying? He put Oliveira to the ground, kept him there, you know what I mean? And even on the feet when they were striking, he had some good moments too. But yeah, it just came down to the wrestling, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought it was over when Charles put him in that guillotine, bro. Like, I was like, bro, he's done, bro. He's done. He's not gonna be able to get out of that. And he did. I was like, wait, he's alive, bro? Like, how? You know what I mean? But that just shows you he has a heart, bro. He wanted to win that fight, so I gotta respect him for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, he just. Oh, I know. I think he cut up Charles too at one point with just beating him up on the ground and stuff like that. It was a pretty close fight. I think I had did I have Charles winning the first and then Arman winning the second? Or might be the other way around. But all I know, it was pretty close going up to the last round. But, Arman did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Putting it back to the ground. And it's actually funny. And a lot of people were saying that they thought Charles won just because of this. Like the last 15 seconds, Charles got out, from under him and put him on a choke, bro. He had a choke on him, right? And it was pretty tight. But Arman just thugged it out, just stayed there until the timer went off and the round was over. So he almost choked him, but people are saying, the clock saved him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. People would say Charles won because of that. Nah, I definitely thought Arman definitely won that fight. And he definitely did enough to win that fight. So, I got to give congrats to Arman. He won that fight. And it looks like he's going to fight Makhachev next. Well, after Makhachev fights Dustin Poirier. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's just wrestling. The wrestling that they do, it's pretty difficult, especially how strong like Makhachev and Arman are. They're very strong fighters when it comes to the ground and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was a good fight for Arman. Yeah, even though it was an L for Charles Oliveira, I'm still rooting for him, obviously. I know he's going to come back, fight somebody else. So, Only thing that sucked is I really wanted him to win just so I could see Charles Oliveira versus Makhachev, the second fight, one more time, bro. Like, they were supposed to fight already. He got a cut in his eye. I don't want to talk about it, but I need to see a rematch, bro. I need to see it. And we had an absolute war. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. Now, if y'all didn't see my prediction I put on my YouTube channel, I had Justin Gaethje. Did I even say who I wanted to win? I don't think I did, but I thought Justin Gaethje was going to win just because Max Holloway was coming up in weight. You know what I mean? But, man, I was so wrong. Max Holloway put a performance of a lifetime on, bro. And he won, like, perfectly. A perfect way to win, too. I mean, there's levels to the striking game. And Max Holloway was just in the zone, bro. He was doing amazing in there. You know what I mean? Just doing different things, you know what I'm saying? Giving Justin Gaethje different looks that just Justin Gaethje didn't have an answer to. You know what I mean? It was a great performance, and throughout the whole 4 or 5 rounds, Max Holloway was winning everything, right? But there's a reason why they're both fighting for the BMF title, the baddest mother effer in the world. And it's because what Max Holloway did in the last 10 seconds of the fight. He had the fight won, right? Clearly. For the last 10 seconds, he could have just, strolled around the ring with his hands up like, yeah, I know I won this fight. That dude said, come here, get in the middle with me, and we gonna swing it out, bro. You know how risky that is, bro? Because you know what they say, because I forgot to mention too, Justin Gaethje, I think he broke his nose in like the first round, right? So they always say the most dangerous fighter is a fighter that's hurt, right? So doing that is very risky, bro, because any shot can land on and Max Holloway, can hurt him or it can even knock him out, because Justin Gaethje is like that. That dude is a bad A, bro, so anything can hurt you, right? But he said, no, we get in the middle for the last 10 seconds and we swing it out. And that is exactly what we did, or what they did, right? They swung it out. And oh my goodness, someone got flattened out, bro. Justin Gaethje got hit and bro flattened out, bro. I was like, no way that just happened. That moment is going to be a historical moment for UFC. And I'm just so happy I was able to see that. You know what I mean? I saw that live on my TV. My mother was right next to me too when she saw that. And I was just like, I looked at her, I was like, oh my goodness, that just happened. That just happened, It just, that just shows like those two guys are just bad A's, man. They're crazy. They're crazy. So Max Holloway ended up winning that fight in the greatest fashion he could. And I know that boy was happy because I think he got that $300K bonus that Dana White was talking about. But that's just a great performance from him. He called out Topuria. I don't know if y'all seen that picture of Topuria, but that dude did not look like he wants to smoke with him. He did not look like he wanted it. But, I mean, Topuria, he's a good fighter too. So, I would like to see that fight. Let's make it happen, And in the co-main event, we had the two Chinese women fighting. Zhang Weili versus Yang Xiaonan, or something like that. Their names are pretty difficult to say. But the two women were fighting for the belt. Obviously, Zhang Weili has the belt. And another great fight. We thought, after that Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway fight, that the fights were going to be a little nothing to that standard. But honestly, the girls, they fought their hearts out. And I was just watching and I was like, bro, first of all, these girls, especially them two, the way they talk, the way they hold themselves, it's just, they look like they won't land a hand on it. You know what I mean? They're so nice. They look so nice, so generous and everything like that. But they were coming to kill. And, Zhang Weili ended up winning the fight. But the heart Zhang Xiaonan showed was ridiculous. She got choked out on the first round. No, like literally, she got choked out. Like she was unconscious at one point in the first round and didn't call it. But the reason why is because she was getting choked out in like 5 seconds before the round ended. And she just held her there because she knew she was going to get out. And she just had to hold her there. And as soon as the round ended, she was out. You can go back and watch it. She was actually out. But then she just woke up, got up like nothing happened. And I'm like, bro, what the heck? I don't know how they woke her up fully. But she was back. In the second round, she was back doing what she needed to do. So I was like, what the heck? And I even think at one point she was getting ground and pounded crazy or something that I thought they were going to stop the fight. But she just kept coming, bro. So she showed so much heart. You know what I mean? So I got to shout her out. Both ladies showed so much heart. But it was actually a pretty good fight. I thought it was very, very, very close at one point, but Zhang Weili, I thought at the end she did enough to win the fight. So, and then boom, the main event, Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill. Now, I guess it wasn't like anything personal, but there was some back and forth talk between them, especially in like the press conference and the weigh-ins. Before that, Jamahal Hill was very respectful to everybody, and especially to Alex Pereira like that, making him sign something for him. But then the press conference came, and he came with a different energy, talking mess, trying to sell this fight, which I've said in the past. I like that, you know what I mean? I like when people are trying to sell the fight like that, talking mess to each other, because you're going in there to fight someone who's trying to hurt you, you know what I mean? I can't be buddy-buddy with this guy, you know what I mean? I got to talk my mess. That's what I would do, you know what I mean? But I know some people are more humble and stuff like that, and I get that, But yeah, Jamahal Hill was with a different energy, and Alex Pereira didn't like that, and he was like, I'm going to show him that there's levels to it. And that's exactly what he did. That was cold, bro. That moment was cold when Alex Pereira got hit. He definitely got hit right here in the cup and stuff like that. And obviously he's supposed to stop, you know what I mean? But as soon as Herb Dean was coming in, he just said, nope, back up. I got this. And like 5 seconds later, knocks him out. Like, you know how crazy that is, bro? To get hit in the cup and the ref is going to come stop it. You tell him, nah, I got this. And you go and cook, bro. You go and cook. The left hand, bro. His left hand is ridiculous, bro. Scary. His left hand is scary. Knocks him down, puts a beating on him on the ground, and stops the fight. Now, I'm not going to lie. His celebration, we all saw his celebration. It kind of cringed me out. But just because I wasn't like, I don't expect someone like a Pereira doing some meme stuff like that. He's such a serious guy. We all know that's his thing, right? He has the face, the stone face. So I wasn't expecting a guy like him doing that meme. We all seen that meme of, I forgot the guy's name, but we all seen him, doing that meme, right? So just seeing Pereira do that kind of cringed me out a little bit, but it was still kind of funny to me. But yeah, Alex Pereira took him out in the first round. In my prediction, I did say Pereira was going to win that, and I thought he was going to knock out Jamahal Hill. But I thought the fight was going to go on a little bit longer, and he'll do it, but he said, no, I'm taking him out now. You know what I mean? So Pereira is showing again that he's a special kind of fighter, bro. And this dude is actually scary. Pereira is scary. Which, honestly, it's going to, I think, and I don't like to bring people who are not in the, but I have to bring him in. It shows levels to Izzy, and it shows more like how good Izzy was to be able to knock out that kind of man. You know what I mean? But Pereira, though, that dude is different. But yeah, that was UFC 300. Amazing night, historical night. I gotta shout out UFC and everybody involved. Dana White, the boss, that dude, legendary. What he's been doing is just amazing. I love the UFC. I've been watching it for a little bit now. Obviously, I was more into boxing first, and then I got into the UFC. So I'm not fully like into everything going on, but I'm still learning, some stuff going on. But I do watch every single event that goes on. I try to watch the events that go on. So UFC, very entertaining. I love the fighters. The characters are involved in UFC. So I know their reign right now is amazing. They're very popular right now, and I know that's not going to leave anytime soon. They're going to be here for a while. So shout out UFC, shout out everybody involved, and just they got to keep doing what they're doing, you know what I mean? And there's going to be so much for them, so much stuff going on with them. So just, I got to congratulate that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, if y'all new to the channel, please make sure to like, subscribe. I'll always love the support y'all give me. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you on the next one.